It's time for Highlands football tonight from Golden Rams Stadium. It's the big one. It's the Armstrong Riverhawks against the Highlands Golden Rams for the de facto Greater Allegheny Conference Championship. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik, cameraman Dan upstairs, and Ken Wood. And Dean, all kinds of stuff different. Look at the uniforms.
Number one, yeah, Mike, we come out in camo Military Appreciation Night, led by two former Rams, Ethan Jones and Dominic Martinko, who are in the service right now. And it's been a heck of an evening here so far, Mike. Our locker rooms were flooded. The kids could not get in and get their equipment. They had a practice on the old practice field next to the high school. They just got here 2 minutes ago and ready for kickoff.
And we are. This is literally the first time the boys have been on the field tonight. Armstrong came out and warmed up, did their typical warm-up. Highlands did not do that. They walked across the runway in front of the bleachers. It was actually very stunning to come out. It was, and got a great round of applause from the fans. But they're here, and this is the big one, Dean. Armstrong 7-1. Highlands 8-0. Both teams 4-0 in conference. The winner wins the conference championship. How did we get here?
Mike, both teams have been dominant on their way to tonight's game. Highlands comes in averaging 45 points, Armstrong 46. Point differential, Highlands has beat their opponents by 190 points, Armstrong 185. We've had three common opponents, Indiana, Mars, and North Catholic in conference. We beat them by 63. Armstrong beat them by 73. No doubt about it, the best two teams in the conference are here tonight for the Greater Allegheny Conference Championship.
Well, this is the third time these teams have met. Highlands has won the first two times they have. And it's been a quarterback battle between the great Caden Olson and the great Chandler Timmons.
That word great, Mike, comes into play. Again, we have two great quarterbacks. You mentioned Caden Olson. He's thrown for 6,654 yards. Won the Willie Thrower Award as the best quarterback in Southwest Pennsylvania last year. And last week, Mike, he threw for 349 yards and 4 touchdowns. And then we have Chandler Timmons on the other hand. He needs just 62 yards to pass Eris Heasley as the all-time passing leader in the AK Valley. He ran for 2 touchdowns and passed for 2 touchdowns last week. So both quarterbacks are at the top of their game, too.
We talked about past results. 2 years ago, 2020, Highlands came from 3 touchdowns down at Armstrong to beat them 34-27. Last year, Highlands came in here on a 3-game losing streak and put the first 28 up against them to beat them. Do the past results enter into tonight's action and the keys?
Well, Mike, again, you know, it's got to be in the back of everybody's head. And again, hopefully that plays the Highlands' advantage. But if you take a look at Olson as a quarterback, Mike, I saw him in pregame. He likes 1-2-3 rhythm. All quarterbacks do it at the high school level. Our pass defense has been giving opponents 1-2, then hitting them in the chest. If we can do that tonight, Mike, I like our chances. But again, Olson's going to be a great competitor here this evening.
He is. The old-time leading passer in Armstrong County history. Well, the Wireless Zone is the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America. We're dedicated to meeting the wireless needs of your family, your business, and your lifestyle. Our stores offer competitive prices on today's most popular smartphones, devices, and accessories with award-winning customer service. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Visit your Wireless Zone headquarters in the Natrona Heights at the Walmart Plaza and at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall, and ask about 5G Home. That's 5G ultra-wideband internet for your home. Or find the Wireless Zone store nearest you by visiting wirelesszone.com. Kickoff is coming up. It's Highlands and Armstrong, and it's for all the marbles, and it's right after this. All right, so the coin toss has been held actually in real time tonight since the Rams weren't down here. Armstrong won the toss. They deferred their option to the second half. Highlands will get the ball and move right to left. 55 degrees is the temperature. Winds gusting to 13 miles an hour. The prevailing breeze, of course, is from right to left, but right now the flag looks like it is pretty stiff down there.
Hunter Reed in to kick off for Armstrong. Back to receive for the Golden Rams, Aaron Randolph.
Aaron Randolph is wearing number 1 tonight, not that you could tell anyway.
Watch for the orange socks out there. He's wearing orange socks. Last week, the fluorescent green wasn't enough. He's going orange socks.
And here's the kick. It's a short one to the near side of the field. And going back to pick it up for the Rams is Montrell Johnson. Montrell up over the 25 to the 29-yard line. And that's where the Rams will start 1st and 10 at the 29. Just underway here at Highlands.
Let's take a look at the starters on the Armstrong defense. They play a 4-4-3. They'll start defensive end number 35, Nick McNeely. 70 is the defensive tackle, Ethan Chrisman. The other defensive tackle, 76, Donovan Hutchins. And the other defensive end, 65, Owen Kramer. We'll get to the rest after this play.
Rams spread them out. No Luke Bombalski again tonight?
Nope.
5 wides, 1st and 10. Timmons the quarterback. White in motion. They're going to run an option to Braden White. Tries to get to the right side, but the Riverhawks are waiting, and they got him. And down he goes at the 25-yard line. Dozik Zablocki, the leading tackler, brought him down.
Their linebackers, Mike, number 5, Isaiah Brown. You mentioned Zablocki. 6 is Jackson Chrisman, and 88, outside linebacker Connor Jacobs. Defensive backfield, 15, Jack Velasic. Number 1, Kyan Klein is safety, and the other corner, number 2, Ian Olson.
2-yard loss. Back to the 26, 2nd down and 12 for Highlands. And now the Rams going to have to call time here? Is that what's going on?
It's a tradition, Mike. The last 3 games we had to call timeout.
This might be, no, they went to wind the clock because
Okay.
the officials just had an issue of some sort.
All right, you mentioned Chandler Timmons, our starting quarterback. The running back is number 4, Aaron Randolph. Wide receivers, 20, Landon Signorella, 2, Braden White, 11, Aiden Burford. All split to the left.
Trips left, 2 to the right, 5 wide, 2nd and 12. Timmons, the Highlands quarterback. Randolph, the motion man, he gets it to the near side of the field. Randolph tries to get to the corner, across the 30 to 35, and he gets close to the 1st down as he's pushed out of bounds at the Highlands 36-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2, brought down by Kyan Klein, the safety.
Offensive line for the Golden Rams, Mike, 67, Roman Viverito. 75 is Noah Leslie. 61, Devin Withrop. 73 is the other offensive guard, Logan Leslie. Right tackle, 56, Aiden Vargo. And the H-back will be 31, Daniel Longer. 26, Tyler Bender. And Mike, there's one number change here with these new uniforms. Vitro is wearing number 69 tonight.
3rd down and 2.5. Randolph is the setback. He's got the orange socks, so you can look for that. Timmons, the quarterback. Timmons is going to keep it. Timmons is going to be hit, and he's going to be dropped back at the 25-yard line.
No gain.
And that's going to be a turnover for Armstrong, or they're going to turn him over on downs anyway. Jackson Chrisman and Dozik Zablocki in there to make the stop. Timmons had a big game against them last year running the football. He ran for 143 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Wasn't too shabby passes that night either, Mike. It was a big night for Chandler.
4th and 3. Landon Signorella will punt. The Rams did not punt last week at Kiski.
Ian Olson back to receive.
The snap to Lando, and he boots it, and it's a line shot.
Over
and it's going to
Wilson's
go
head.
over their head.
Let's get down on it, guys. Come on.
The Rams got to make sure they get there. Back inside the 10, and at the 5-yard line at the 4. Diving on it for Highlands is Montrell Johnson at the 4-yard line. What a punt by Lando.
That was a rocket, Mike. And let's take a look at the Highlands defense. They'll be led by 78, Tyler Bender, actually wearing 26 tonight. 75, Noah Leslie is the nose tackle. Defensive end, 31, Daniel Law. We'll go 5 linebackers. 20 is Landon Signorella. 12, Chandler Timmons. 57, Angelo Markey. 8 is Nick McQuaid. 22, Ashton Hadachek. Corners are number 3, Montrell Johnson. 11, Aiden Burford. Safety is number 2, Braden White. Got to look and see if Nick McQuaid is out there, Mike. He was a game-time decision.
He is not. Ashton, sorry. No, it is 32, Brennan Hayes. 61-yard punt. This is Patton. And Patton is hit as he gets up across the 5-yard line and brought down by Timmons and Long. Patton is their leading ball carrier. He's a junior, number 7. They're going to go very quickly.
Olson, a quarterback, already
2nd
back.
and 3, and Olson is back.
He's
going to throw deep. He's got a man down there, and it is caught. Pulled in by Kyan Klein, and the Rams got to tackle the catch, and they do at the 25-yard line.
Down, but too late.
Olson to Klein, and they went quickly, and they caught the Rams.
They're coming at him again, Mike. Our defensive guys are catching up now, Mike.
68 yards to the Highlands 25. So Patton gets it.
Bender and Markey on that stop, Mike, and they're going quick. Wide receivers are 5, Isaiah Brown, 1, Kyan Klein, and 2 is Ian Olson.
2nd and 7 at the Highlands 22. Now we have whistles. I think the Highlands Rams jumped.
Yeah, Mike, their timing is thrown off. There's no doubt about it. Let's take a look at the offensive line for Armstrong. Left tackle 65, Owen Kamer. Left guard 70, Ethan Chrisman. Center is 58, Jackson Hogan. 79 is the right guard, Jacob Panchik. And they're going again, Mike, quick. Here
2nd and 2. They're going to give it to Patton this time, and there's nowhere to go. Patton is hit for a loss, maybe. He gets to the 18-yard line. It's a 1-yard loss. and it'll bring up a 3rd down for the Riverhawks at the Highlands 18-yard line.
Bender on the tackle. Their right tackle, Mike, is 53, Will Adams, and the H-back is number 11, Dozik Zablocki. And Mike, that's the quickest I ever got starting lineups in.
Starting lineups brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting in Natrona Heights. They got you covered. 3rd down, 3. Caden Olson is back. He looks, he has time. He's going to fire for the end zone, and it's going to be caught. Armstrong, no, it is, yes, incomplete. It went off his hands. He had it and couldn't pull it in. Joe Bartolowicz was down there. Oh, absolutely. Now, they do have a kicker that can make this. Boy, this would be big if Highlands can stop him with all the craziness. At 68-yard completion to Kai and Klein on the 2nd play of the game. And here we go. 4th down and 3.
They're going for it.
Opponents 21%.
Big 4th down here, Mike. They're trying to draw him off sides, I think. Now he's coming up under center.
If they want to bring Reed out to kick it, he can make it this distance. Olson is back. Olson fires it. It's caught by Brown, and Brown's going to turn the corner and go into the end zone. Isaiah Brown caught a quick one underneath the coverage and marched it in 18 yards on a 4th down, and Armstrong strikes first.
Mike, there was a screen on that play. They didn't call. It was a pick play, and Armstrong did a very good job of it to hide it. Brown 18 yards from Olson. And again, they jump out 6-0.
A 96-yard drive.
After that great punt, Mike. Unfortunately, that reminds me of the Char Valley game, Mike.
Yeah.
You pinned them back deep, and they got a touchdown out of it.
Hunter Reed on for the extra point. The ball is down, the kick is on the way, and it is good. And for the first time this year, Highlands is behind. Armstrong 7, Highlands nothing, 9:30 left in the first quarter.
Can you believe that, Mike? It's the first time in 9 games that we've actually been trailing. It's amazing. Well, let's take a look at greater athletics fitness. Maintaining good health and fitness is more important now than ever. Why not make Greatness Athletics Fitness Center in Trentham your locally owned and operated gym of choice? The right trainer makes all the difference. Gary Nagley and his team of certified trainers will help you reach all your fitness goals, specializing in fitness, personal training, strength training, weightlifting, powerlifting, and even boxing. And they're always open. All you do is swipe your key card. Greatness Athletic Fitness Center is located at 222 East 4th Avenue in Trentham, right on the corner. Memberships start at only $20, so give them a call at 724-681-8629 or check them out on Facebook at Greatness Athletics.
6 plays, 96 yards, 1 minute and 35 seconds.
That would be called quick strike, Mike.
Yeah, it would. And the Rams had them. They had them pinned. They came out quick. They looked like they were caught unawares. They hit the long one to Kai and Klein, the 68-yarder on the 2nd play of the game. And then they ended up at 4th down, and then his favorite target, Isaiah Brown. And the thing about him is you got to get him off his feet. He is 6'2", 205. That's a big receiver. And if the Rams are going to be successful tonight, they're going to complete passes. You have to tackle the catch. And they didn't there.
Like I said, Mike, you take a look at it on the replay. It's a pick play, and unfortunately, you got to step in front of that. When they cross, you have to make a decision. It's like basketball, Mike. Do you switch or do you stay?
Mm-hmm.
In that case, I think they decided to stay, but the guy got behind him. Braun, to his credit, he's a great athlete. You mentioned, very good basketball player, too. When 18 yards was scored, and the Golden Rams found themselves trailing, like you said, for the first time in 9 games. That's amazing.
It is amazing. We wanted to mention next week, the Highlands will be at Hampton, and that's important because Hampton, North Catholic, and Mars are all fighting. 2 of those teams are fighting for three fight for 2 spots.
They're both all 2-2, Mike, in conference.
And Hampton's going to be, there's going to be a natural letdown no matter what happens this week. And
Armstrong beat Mars last week, 55-31. Hampton beat Indiana 42-7, and we beat Kiski. Non-conference, right? North Catholic got beat up by Avonworth at 318, 37-7. And tonight we have Hampton at Mars, North Catholic at Indiana, and non-conference Fox Chapel at Kiski. Mike, neither team has won a game, so somebody's coming home a winner tonight. I hope it's Sam Albert.
Yeah, I hope so. The reason we have delays is because the game's being broadcast live by Channel 22, The Point tonight, and they have TV timeout since it's a live broadcast. So we'll be shutting down a little bit.
And Mike, that Hampton and Mars game looms big for those two teams tonight.
Well, the Rams got the ball first, and everything's worked out for
yeah.
Frank Fabian so far. He deferred the option. He put his defense on the field, which has also been very good, only allowing 15 points a game. Their only loss was to Aliquippa. There's no shame there.
Do you know Bones and Frank Fabian both are former high school quarterbacks, Mike?
Frank Fabian is a Ford City guy.
Yep, Ford City guy is a quarterback out there. Bones naturally out here at Highlands.
And we remember Frank coaching at Katanning before he was at Armstrong.
The referee night back is Tom Trilly. The umpire is Mark Wise. The head linesman is Dave King. Line judge Dan O'Toole. Field judge is Jake Hartman. And the side judge is Travis Snyder.
Once again, the starting lineups brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting tonight for all your commercial and industrial painting needs to beautify and protect. Hunter Reed will kick it off. Here's the kick. It's a pooch to the near side of the field again. It's going to bounce. Hadachek picks it up at the 22. And Hadachek gets to the 30-yard line. So that's where the Rams will start. 1st and 10 at the 30. They kicked about the same kick, and we got about the same return on it.
Golden Rams have to go to work on offense here, Mike. That first drive stalled after 3 and out.
And the Rams behind for the first time. The average score for Highlands this year has been 22-0. They've been ahead before the other team has scored. They were ahead of Mars 7-0. Mars tied the game, and that was the only time it was 7-7.
So they're going to have to go to work here, try to answer
all
Armstrong drive.
Kinds of adversity tonight. Randolph is the setback. Randolph is the wild ram. 1st and 10 at the 30. White the motion man. And Randolph's going to keep it.
They're waiting for him.
And they are. And here's the problem so far, Dean. The defensive line of Armstrong is pushing that Highlands offensive line into the backfield.
And again, Mike, you got to overcome those things.
2nd and 10.
And again, Mike, the idea tonight was we were going to come out, warm up in our bronze shirts. The kids were sent home with their bronze shirts, normal Thursday night routine.
And the kids didn't know, right?
No, did not know. They were to come in after their warm-up and have the camouflage shirts in their locker room. Well, they got a real surprise when everything was flooded in the locker room. They actually warmed up, like I said, in the, we used to call it the old cow pasture. They did not come on the field till 6:50 for a 7 o'clock start.
White in motion.
There we go. What
And
happened there?
I believe that was
Going to the Wildcat again.
Noah Leslie left early for Highlands, but the question is, was he induced? He was.
All right.
So that's on Armstrong. 5 yards will help. Put it to the 35. It'll be 2nd and 5. I was going to say, Noah hasn't done that all year, so that would have been a surprise.
If I'm a defensive lineman, Mike, I'm just saying, look for the orange socks.
2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line. All disjointed so far. Not for the guys in white, though. They're liking the way it started. Bender and Long, the H-backs. White the motion
again,
man.
Mike.
Reverse motion.
Nothing.
Play action fake.
Look, here
Randolph
he
is back. He's going to throw it over the middle, and it's complete. 1st down to Daniel Long to the 44-yard line.
Haven't seen that one all year, Mike.
22 yards. Randolph to Long. 1st down at the Armstrong 43.
And Aaron was 2 for 2 last week, Mike. And so was Chandler. Didn't need to throw very much. Now we have a timeout.
Timeout called by Armstrong. Their first one. They want to reset things. And we'll tell the folks about Highland Tire. There's no better time than right now to stop into Highland Tire and Highland Integrity Alignment. See why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley since 1993. The best oil change since 1995, and now #1 for auto repair. Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires and custom wheels in the entire Pittsburgh area. And if you don't see it on site, they'll order it for you. Visit HighlandTire.com or give them a call at Trentham 724-224-9222, Natrona Heights 724-224-7900, or Highland Integrity Alignment 724-224-5900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price. Since 1961, we deliver.
Mike, what a week this week with the weather. And again, I'm sure Highland Tire had a ton of guys up there and getting their tires. Everybody gets a carnation, and Drew Carpenter's not in the field, Mike. There's some problems with the clock here tonight, too, on top of everything else. The last thing we need, we're missing a clock operator. Tom Stabile is visiting his kids out in California. His son's a referee. He's on the Oregon State game tomorrow.
Again, we go wild ram from the Armstrong 43. White, reverse motion. And Randolph's going to keep it. Randolph has a surge. And Randolph's inside the 35 and down to the Armstrong 33-yard line. We'll see if he's got a first down or not.
Bender led the blocking on that play, Mike.
We'll see where they put it. They're going to mark him out at the 35-yard line, so it's a gain of 8.
So the Golden Rams in Armstrong territory trying to answer after that quick score by Armstrong.
Wide side of the field to the right this time. Timmons splits far to the right. Randolph wants timeout.
Yeah, Mike, their play clock is really moving fast now. We went to not having anybody operating to the quick trigger finger, going to cause Highlands to take a timeout here. Mike, Caden Olson came in the 12th leading passer in WPL history. He trails Adam DeMichael coming in by 100. How many has he got so far?
Well, he has so far 86.
14 more yards.
86 of the 96. Yeah.
Adam DeMichael goes in the rearview window. Now his brother Caden, Mike, he has 30 catches. Caden Olson.
Ian Olson.
I'm sorry, Eden Olson has 30 catches from his brother Caden. He's got 685 yards. That's 23 yards a catch.
That's a good number.
But, you know, if you look on the Highlands
these
side,
guys love to throw the ball down the field. That's the thing about them. They don't think they're no dink and dunks with this bunch.
Neither with us, Mike. We have 5 receivers averaging over 20 yards per catch.
I know. How about that?
Signorella 22, Hewlett 29, Miller 20, Braden White 22, and here's the best one.
Chandler Timmons 56.
There you go.
That's my favorite.
Yep. All right, let's go to work here, guys.
2nd and 2. Boy, this has been so disjointed. No rhythm at all here.
Nothing.
Timeouts and all kind of craziness. 7-0 Armstrong early on. Wild Ram. Now they're going to do a pop pass to Braden White. He's going to get the first down at the 30-yard line. So second completed pass for Randolph. Yes, folks, it's a pass. It's a 5-yard gain and a Highlands first down.
All right, Mike, Golden Rams have to answer. Again, trailing here 7-0. First time all year trailing.
Drive started at the Highlands 30 after the short pooch kickoff by Hunter Reed. Hewlett to the near side of the field. Timmons to the far side. And Randolph is straight back. Randolph's going to run it. Randolph with a flag down. Randolph's on his way. He's at the 20-15. Randolph to the 10, and he's pushed.
Look at that. He's way into the end zone, Mike.
What are they going to call? They saying
what
down?
No, you walked into the end zone.
He was never down.
No, he trucked number 1, Kyan Klein, but let's check this penalty marker way back.
Well, the officials are acting like the
line.
penalties against Highlands, and that's why they didn't seem to matter.
Highlands.
All the way back at the 34-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is a 44-yard penalty. Doggone it. It'll show up as 15, as 10, but we know it's 44. Great run by Aaron Randolph, but it would have hit at the goal line. Wow.
That's going to put it back at the 44-yard line and make it 1st and 24 for the Golden Rams. 6:08 to go first quarter.
Did not see the holding, but obviously somebody did.
I didn't either, but we are assured that it happened and it was legit.
That's what we have replay for on YouTube. Back it up, take another look.
1st and 10, Highlands now back at the 44-yard line. Rams behind the sticks. This is when they get themselves in trouble. Aaron Randolph sends White in motion.
Yep.
And now the Rams are moving again.
Yep, procedure, Mike.
The wheels are coming off.
Yep. early in the year, Mike, we were bit by the penalty bug.
And the big Armstrong crowd across the way are hooting and hollering right now. That's as full as you see it over there.
Yes, sir.
And a game this big, it's understandable.
One point in time, Mike, we were averaging 85 yards in penalties per game. We've cut that all the way down to 65 yards, but right now we are at 20 on 3 penalties, and at 1, got a touchdown call back.
1st and 29.
Or as we call it, West Trenton.
Wrong way. Freeport. 4 seconds on the play clock. Better hurry. Wait in motion.
Not going to happen.
And they snap at the Randolph. He cuts it, but they got him. Boy, good defensive play there by big 65. Owen Kamer, the senior defensive end, who came in and messed that play up in the backfield. And again, Armstrong winning up front right now.
And that motion, Mike, is not fooling them at all.
Ball down at the 48 now. 2nd and 28 to go. Good luck, Scott Knoll.
I think it's Chandler Timmons' time, Mike. Let him go back and throw a deep ball.
Here you go, Chandler. 2nd and 28. Bail us out of that. Randolph the sidecar.
He's a quarterback.
Timmons is back there. Play fake. He's back. They're going to run a screen. It's to Randolph. Randolph makes one man miss. Gets spun down. Oh, he gets hit late.
There
Flag is down. At the 42-yard line.
Is that a personal foul?
So at the 42.
So what do we got
the
there,
15-yard. So it's a 6-yard gain on the pass play, Timmons to Randolph, and then a 15-yard penalty, but it won't be a first down because it's not automatic. Personal foul on Armstrong with a little extra.
Only time automatic first down is
roughing. Roughing the kicker, roughing the passer, roughing the holder. So the ball's at the 27. It's 2nd down again, but hey, we're in front of the sticks.
They have a 3rd, Mike.
3rd and 6. Timmons is back. He's going to fire it down the middle, and it's broken up beautifully by Kyan Klein. Boy, what a first quarter he's had. He knocked it away from Burford at the 15-yard line.
Think we're in 4-down territory, Mike?
I think so. 4th and 6. Highlands this year on 4th down is 6 for 10. A long drive starting at the 30. Lots of timeouts, lots of penalties. There's 4:24 left first quarter, and Armstrong leads at 7-0. They go pistol. And Randolph motions out of there. And Timmons is back. He has time. He steps up. Now he's going to fire it down to the end zone. It's going to be incomplete.
No penalty marker either, right?
Randolph was the intended receiver. Down there defending it was Maxablocki, I believe. And Armstrong holds Highlands on downs, and they'll take over.
Chandler had a tough decision there, Mike, because if he tries to run, he needed 7 yards. Didn't think he was going to make that, so he put the ball up. Where hopefully somebody can get the ball. Unfortunately for the Gold Rams, they turn it over on downs. Armstrong leading here 7-0.
All right, let's take a timeout. 4:16 to go first quarter. It's 7-0 Armstrong. We'll be right back.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
The Boucher family's been in business in Natrona Heights for over 70 years. You're uniquely qualified to help you choose home and auto insurance that protects what matters most, your family. The Bouchers are independent agents. In addition to nationwide, they're working with all the leading companies in the industry like Progressive, Allstate, and AIC to find more ways for you to save on your home and auto insurance. Call your hometown independent insurance agents, John and Nick Boucher, 724-224-4300, and they'll help you choose the coverage that's right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, you're in good hands with the Boucher Agency on your side. 7-0 Armstrong leads it, and they'll have the ball for the second time. And now, here's something we haven't said. The Rams defense needs to step up.
Yes, sir. And again, Armstrong's second time with the ball here, 4:16 to go in a long first quarter.
Yeah, what's he want?
7-0 Riverhawks on a 96-yard drive in 6 plays.
See you guys. Said we're not doing it right, but they're totally wrong. We're doing it great.
Steve Meaner with a special appearance in the booth. Hi, Steve.
Yeah, where's Kerry Cordes tonight?
He's down there.
He's down there? There he is. Well, somebody.
There's no Tom.
Oh, okay.
They said they want to keep it on the field, the play clock. So, anyway, Armstrong will have it 1st and 10 on their 27-yard line. Well, those minute-and-a-half breaks seem more like 2 or 2.5 minutes, don't they, Dan?
Been a weird night, that's for sure.
I tried to time that when I didn't get it. I promise you, I'm going to get this. We're gonna figure this out. 1st and 10 for the Riverhawks, leading at 7-0. Caden Olson, number 4, and his back, of course, is Alex Patton, number 7.
Trips left.
And he had time to get it off in the first series. He's back. Time again. Goes deep. Got a man wide open, but he overshoots Klein. I think he had to hurry that one just a little bit. But Klein was back there. He beat double coverage.
And again, Mike, that 1-2-3 was 1-2.5.
Well, the thing is, too, about the Highlands pass rush, it gets better as the game goes on. But they're gonna, they need to be careful here.
Where people down.
Daniel Long, of course, playing a stand-up end position here on this one. And Olson is back. Here they come. He throws it, and Klein dropped it. Klein had to come back for it at the 34-yard line. The thing about that one, Olson was going backwards because Long had heat on him.
Yep. Long got home that time, Mike. Makes it 3rd and 10. And well, I'll tell you one thing. Armstrong is not wasting any time. They don't have to worry about a play clock.
No, they're not concerned. Not at all.
Highlands had the issues.
3rd and 10. And Olson, play fake. He
Wide
throws
open.
it, and it's complete. And it's Ian Olson.
First down.
And he's got the first down across the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Montrell Johnson on the tackle, Mike, but not until he gets the first down. And one thing about Olson and that cannon he has, they don't care what down it is or how many yards it is.
No.
Yeah. And Highlands defenders, Mike, he's ready to go, and he's waiting for our defense to get lined up.
This is Patton with a big hole through the middle. Patton across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Daniel Long was in there, so was Timmons. Good run for Patton. 7 yards to the 48.
Go again here.
This time it's Patton, and let's see if he made it. He did. First
Long
down.
and Bender on the tackle. And Mike, they are not messing around.
Nope.
Here they go again.
From the Highlands, 49, 1st and 10. Now Olson looks over to the sideline, and he's going to do a check with me. Again, we don't know what the play clock is because they're keeping it on the field for whatever the reason. Patton, oh, what a big hole. Again, Armstrong winning big up front right now, blowing the Highlands defense off the ball all the way down to the 43-yard line.
Chandler Timmons on a stop along with Markey.
44-yard line.
5 more for Patton. It comes down to the line of scrimmage in most of these things.
Oh, yeah.
It really does. And that's where it's happening right now. 2nd and 5. Oh, they did the direct snap to Patton as Olson tried to play dummy on it, and they get the first down.
Fooled us, that's for sure. Signorella made the stop, but not until he gets first down yardage. Everything's working right for
And Olson
Armstrong.
is back, and
Yes,
Olson's going to
time.
throw deep. He got a man wide open, Brown. Touchdown! 38 yards. And it is 13-0 Armstrong in front of a stunned crowd at Golden Ram Stadium.
And Mike, don't want to make excuses, but boy, this whole night's been a nightmare. From the time we walked into the place, when there was no locker room available, when we found out the Golden Rams, they were at the high school, Mike, which is a good half-mile away.
Do you know what's really been a nightmare? The Armstrong offensive and defensive lines. That's what the nightmare's been. They are winning big up front. They're giving Olson time to throw, and they're blowing open gashes, and they are disrupting Highlands offensively. That's it. What do they say about the SEC?
Yeah, I'll get a free one here, Mike.
It's a line of scrimmage league. Hunter Reed with the extra point. And at 2:12 left of the first quarter, it is Armstrong 14 and Highlands nothing.
And Mike, our defense comes in allowing just 15 yards per game on the ground, and so far, Armstrong's done a pretty good job on the ground here, led by number 7, Alex Patton. He's loosening them up, and then they're hitting over the top. It's been all Armstrong here so far.
No doubt about that.
Now let's talk about the Gillettes. Ron Gillette Towing and Service, a registered contractor certified in PA state inspections and emissions. Call Gillette Safe for all your towing, paving, excavating, hauling, demolition, and snow removal needs. Plenty of cleanup. Run a 10-yard curb box. One call and you can dump it all, just no paint or tires. Gillette Towing is a fully licensed, insured, bonded, certified, and owns all of its own state-of-the-art equipment, and Gillette's are proud to enjoy an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Call Gillette at 724-226-1222. Phones answer 24/7 and 365 days a year. For emergency service, and always, it's person to person. Find them on the web at rongillettinc.com or on Facebook, Ron Gillette Inc. Towing and more. Ron Gillette Towing and Services, the 8K Valley leader since 1955.
Could you just hear John telling you no paint and no tires?
No paint, no tires.
That's it.
That's John's.
2:12 left of the first half, and the Rams trailing at 14-0. We mentioned they hadn't been trailing in a game all season, and now they've doubled their pleasure. As Armstrong's had the ball twice. They had a 96-yard drive. They had a 73-yard drive. And they've done a lot of it on the ground, which is someplace that Highlands hasn't seen a lot of it. Olson's completed 4 of 7 for 148 yards and 2 touchdowns. And this has been not what you hoped for coming into this game. But this, again, we talked about it before we went on the air tonight. This Armstrong team, they have been pointing to this game since that game here last year. And, you know, sometimes you gotta knock off Big Brother. And that's what Highlands has been to them. Armstrong hasn't beaten Highlands in anything. They haven't beaten them in basketball either.
And again, they came in with that chip on their shoulders. And what I think is impressive too, Mike, is how quickly they're running their offense too. They're not letting the Highlands defense get set, basically. I saw Daniel Long twice coming back to the line of scrimmage, and Olson's ready to snap the ball.
You remember the first series that Mars ran that, and it kind of caught him off guard a little bit. I wonder if Frank Fabian said, you know, we're better than they are. with a better quarterback, you know, maybe we can make them pay with that, and so far it has. Reed's going to do the same thing. Hadachek takes it on a bounce. This time up over the 30, the 35.
Oh, hey, a little rough treatment after the fact.
Takes a elbow by Connor Jacobs out of bounds there, but no extracurricular was deemed, but sure looked like it from up here. But good return by Hadachek that time, and the Rams will start at their 37. They got a score here.
7-yard line.
No doubt about it, Mike. 2 trips, and again, nothing showing on the scoreboard for the Golden Rams. Aaron Randolph for leading rusher at 19 yards on 4 carries. Otherwise, nothing.
Not much. Randolph has completed 2 for 27. Timmons now. They go power pistol. Julius Saunders is set back, and he gets the call. And once again, they are waiting for him. That's big 76, Donovan Hutchins, and that is a freshman defensive tackle.
No gain on the play.
Number 76, Donovan Hutchins, and number 65, Nolan Gamer.
No gain for Julius. 2nd and 10.
Julius comes in averaging 4.8 per carry, 168 yards and 1 touchdown on 35 carries.
Saunders will be the sidecar this time. Timmons a quarterback. Bender the motion man. Chandler going to keep it this time, and not much. Down low to spin him off his feet was Jackson Crispin, the senior linebacker. He tripped him up. Looked like Chandler might have had some room there, but it's only a 2-yard gain. It's 3rd and 8. Again, Chandler had 130 43 yards on the ground against these guys last year. Bumbalski had 105, but most of that was in the second half when the Rams were running the clock out. 3rd and 8. It's a big third down play. 50 seconds left first quarter.
Trips to the right.
Randolph is the pistol back.
Signorelli singled up one-on-one here. Now up over the top. He's going to
Timmons
run.
is going to run it. He's got all
Got a
kinds
lot
of
of
room.
room.
Timmons to the 50. Timmons is out of bounds at the 45-yard line, I'd say. First down, Highlands. Their third first down of the first half. Chandler gets 15 yards.
Mike, when you run your receivers deep, they don't catch that line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green in front of you. Chandler took advantage that time. And once again into Armstrong territory. We've got to make something happen here. Trailing 14-0, 29 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Ball on the 46. This is the Rams' second trip into Armstrong territory. Their last drive was a good one, but they stalled at the 27. Trips right this time. Randolph motions out of the formation. Timmons is back.
He's wide
Timmons
open.
is going to throw it deep. He's got a man down there, and it's incomplete. He had Burford at the 10-yard line. He also had Randolph, too, on a little swing if he wanted to go that way. 2nd and 10.
There is no wind at all, Mike.
No, it died.
Yeah.
It was gusting pretty good here when we were setting up, but
I thought that one was knocked down.
2nd and 10 at the 46.
By the wind, but I looked up, there was no wind. All right, 2nd and 10. Trips to the right.
He's back again. They are after him. Chandler gets out of there. Looking.
Still looking.
Fires it late across the middle, but it's pulled in. And this is by
Braden White.
Braden White down at the 34-yard line, and that's a Highlands first down. Boy, good job on the scramble drill by Chandler that time. 12 yards on that one.
And again, 18 yards tonight for Chandler.
And that will wrap up the first quarter here at Golden Rams Stadium at the Greater Allegheny Conference Championship game. It's been all Armstrong here in this first quarter. After one, it is Armstrong 14, Highlands nothing. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. All right, coming back for the second quarter, the Rams will have it. 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line of Armstrong.
See the offensive linemen pointing out their assignments, Mike. There's a lot of talking going on in the trenches here.
You wonder what they're doing at Armstrong up front, maybe to confuse the guys, huh? That can happen. Timmons is going to keep it, going to run to the left, has some room, 30, 25, Timmons still going. Timmons to the 18-yard line, first down. I think that might be the recipe. I hope Chandler had his Wheaties. 15 more. They're going to mark him down at the 19-yard line.
Chandler now 4 carry, 32 yards, averaging 8 yards a carry.
Rams trailing at 14-0.
And that time, Mike, 3 Riverhawks knocked each other off the ball.
Hey, they know they can do this. They were down 3 touchdowns to these guys 2 years ago.
And that was with like 4 minutes
And
ago.
yeah, with like 4 minutes left of the third quarter. We had to hurry. How cold were you that night, Dean?
My teeth chattered, Mike.
My goodness. Empty backfield. Randolph comes in motion. Randolph's going to take it, and it opens up for him. Randolph gets a block. 15. Randolph is down to the 14-yard line. They closed quickly. Kyan Klein was in there again, the safety. And do we have an injury?
Injured player.
We do. Randolph is down. Oh, great. Randolph got held up and then got knocked down at the 14-yard line. He got 5 yards, but now Aaron is down and not getting up. All right, we'll take a quick timeout while they tend to Aaron, and we'll be right back. Well, Aaron Randolph comes limping off the field to the sidelines under the attention of the trainers, and again, already without Luke Bumbalski. I think I said it a minute earlier. I really hope Chandler had his Wheaties.
Yeah. That's going to put a little more pressure on him for sure, and they can key on him also.
Yeah, that makes it difficult. You know, a lot of the sleight of hand that goes with the read option is you're not knowing if the quarterback's actually going to keep it or not. Julius Saunders is a setback now. 2nd and 5 at the 14. Got another marker down. What's this one? An illegal substitution against Highlands. My goodness.
5 more, 4 penalties for 25 yards, but that's not the story. On one of the penalties, a holding play, and scored a touchdown.
So much for the 5-yard gain. We're back to 2nd and 10. The ball's on the 19-yard line. 14-0 Armstrong. The Rams need something positive to happen here.
Quickly. In Armstrong territory, have to take advantage of it.
Second time. Timmons play fake. He's back. He lost it to the end zone, and it's incomplete.
There's a penalty there.
Landon Signorello was the intended receiver, and he was covered closely by Isaiah Brown.
In my opinion, it's pulled down by Isaiah Brown. Haven't got a break yet, Mike.
So now it's 3rd and 10. The Rams going to have to call time again here.
You're having trouble getting a play.
And again, without them keeping it on the play clocks for whatever the reason, that must be malfunctioning. So the deep official will let the quarterback know. 3rd down and 10. They go from the pistol, and Timmons will throw it. Timmons rolling right. Now he's going to roll back to the left. He's got some pasture over there. Now he throws it for the end zone. It is caught. We got a Highlands touchdown. Rondell Hewitt.
Pulled that one down, Mike. Rondell. 2nd touchdown of the year for him.
What a scramble by Chandler Timmons, and the Rams are back in the ball game. And Hewlett was wide open. Burton Babinsack, 36 out of 38 on the year. Snap is down, Lando puts it down, and Babinsack's kick is good. And at 9:57 first half, the Rams are on the board. It's Armstrong 14 and Highlands 7. Well, that was something. There was something positive there that we were desperately hoping for. The Rams marched it. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plays, 63 yards.
How many yards on a play for the touchdown?
And that was a 19-yard pass from Chandler Timmons to Rondell Hewlett. Let's check Rondell's numbers for the year. That is his 5th catch of the year and 2nd touchdown. Yep.
Chandler now with 37 yards passing. Well, Mike, let's talk about Phoenix Rehabilitation. Are you or someone you know in need of physical or occupational therapy? Consider a caring therapist at Phoenix Rehabilitation Health Service in Natrona Heights. Zach Bartolotta and his staff specialize in one-on-one personalized care, coupled with the latest techniques and equipment in physical therapy services. They deal with any type of injury, specialize in orthopedic conditions, including sports and workman comp injuries. Phoenix will help you with your goal of returning to the activities you love to do the most. Phoenix Rehabilitation and Health Services, conveniently located at 1601 Union Avenue in Toronto Heights, right by Eaton Park. They have flexible hours for your convenience and accept most insurances, including UPMC. So give them a call today. Set up an appointment at 724-224-5090. No golf this week, Mike.
Oh, it was pretty terrible out there. No, next week, Indian Summer's coming.
I'm coming. Monday,
so
9:52 at Buffalo. A mile away.
I was going to say, you walking over?
Yep, I would have.
Do you have a golf cart for the neighborhood yet?
No, we haven't gone that far yet, Mike. We're in phase 3. We haven't got to phase 4. That's the golf carts. Well, that was quite a drive for the Golden Rams.
And much needed. Yep. And now you're hoping, okay, that's part 1. Now part 2 is it's time for the defense to pick it up.
And they've done a great job all year, Mike, again.
You got to look at Aaron Randolph down there. If you could take a look at him behind the bench stand, he is running, trying to get it loose. They wrapped up his knee. There he is.
You can't miss him with those orange socks.
And I appreciate him doing that for me. That helps, at least on some of them, because to quote the great Bob Tattern, these numbers.
Yeah, what are you going to say? But again, it looks like he's going pretty good there, so hopefully he'll be back because we need him on both offense and defense, Mike.
14-7, Armstrong leads it. We'll see if the Highlands defense can figure out this quick Armstrong offense. Look like they're running a Loyola Marymount Paul Westhead offense from back in the day.
So the good news, Mike, is Armstrong and Highlands already clinched for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But this is for the Greater Allegheny Conference Championship, and we got to get going here.
Kyan Klein is one of the men back. Joe Bartolowitz is the other. And Ian Olson's in the middle, and here's the kick.
As they use, we use.
It's going to bounce, and it's going to come to Klein, and the Rams are ready. Kyan Klein is brought down quickly at the 23-yard line.
Signorella and Bender on the tackle. And my son has corrected me about when the ball hits the ground, it's a free ball. When the ball leaves the kicker's foot,
it's a free ball. Only on a punt does that matter.
Thank you, Kenny. He's here tonight, by the way.
How about that?
That's a guest appearance when Kenny shows up for a game. Jeff Campbell's here with him, along with Damon Porter.
First down, Armstrong on their 22. Now it's the defense's turn. 14-7, Rams down one score. And they have not breathed on Olson yet. Just one time, I think Long got close. He's back. He looks. He's got all day. He's going to throw it deep. Got a man out there. It's caught. This is Ian Olson. 20. Touchdown.
Well, he's now number 11 on the list, Mike.
Olson to Olson. 78 yards. No flags. And if you're not going to get any heat on a quarterback, he's going to do that all day.
They've hooked up before, Mike. As I mentioned earlier, he's had 30 catches, make it 31 now, and that one, 78 yards. Wow.
And that's a stake to the heart right there.
Well, you take your time, you get down there, you match them with one score, and they come back and hit a long one.
78 yards. Hunter Reed, high snap, ball is down. Reed boots it, and it's good.
Didn't seem to bother him, huh, Mike?
No, sir. 9:37 left in the second quarter. That took Armstrong 20 seconds. 21-7 Riverhawks.
Mike Berger and Green Scholar Athlete of the Week for WPTT The Point, Jimmy Kuntz. It's a $500 scholarship, and Jimmy's going to be going to Eastern Michigan on a baseball scholarship.
Ypsilanti.
Yep. Jimmy was out there tonight receiving that award before the game. Now the Golden Rams will have to go to work.
This Highlands defense this year had allowed 11 points a game.
And 21 here with 9:37 to go in the second quarter. They have to answer.
If this pace continues, right now they're allowing close to 80 points a game. Reed will kick off. Do we have a shootout in our future? You sure hope so, huh?
Yeah, when you scored 21, you better.
Saunders lets it hit and takes it at the 16. Now he butts through the middle. Saunders is hit, and Saunders is dropped at the 31-yard line. Brought down by 81, Markane Duncan.
All right, Golden Rams have to go to work. Let's see if Aaron Randolph gets out there. I'm looking for the orange socks, Mike. Do you see him?
I do not.
I do not either.
He is in there? Okay. He's hidden right now. The camo is blocking him.
There you go.
There he is. Timmons will be the quarterback. They're going to go pistol on this one. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. 21-7 Armstrong. White the motion man. They're going to run an option, and Timmons is going to keep it. He gets a hole and busts through there. drags some man with him and gets to the 38-yard line in the waiting arms of Ethan Chrisman, the senior defensive tackle.
Pick up a 7, gets him 5 carries now for 39 yards.
Second and 3. Clock winds to 9 minutes first half. It's going to be a 3-hour affair tonight, kids.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere for a while.
Second and 3. Trips to the left this time. 2 to the right. We got 5 wides. Timmons back there alone. White in motion. And Timmons going to keep it, but they got him.
Yeah.
Timmons gets away from one man and
Flag
leans ahead. We got a marker down, which isn't going to help. Aiden Burford getting into it with one of the River Hawks. Timmons dropped for a 3-yard loss at the 35-yard line, but we'll see what the penalty is. That's blindside block against Highlands. Personal foul, blindside block, 2 of them.
Well, they won't add them up. That's the good news.
Well, actually, they can, and they've done it already this year. We've seen 30 marked off.
5. Well, what are you going to call that, Mike? A 7-yard penalty?
Well, from the spot of the foul.
10-yard penalty. 5.
No, here comes the other one. No, because they're going half the distances. Okay, they 15. They got it right this time. So we'll put it on the 20.
5 penalties, 40 yards for the Golden Rams. Not helping, that's for sure.
Second down, they got to get to the 41-yard line. Timmons signaling to his receivers over there. He's back. Here they come after him. He's going to squirt through there for a little. Up to the 24-yard line where he's dragged down by Jackson Crispin. That's a lot of running for 4 yards.
Yep, 7 carries for 40 now for Chandler.
3rd and 17. Clock winds to 8 minutes first half. Pretty much been all Armstrong here. Trying to wrestle the conference title away. Daniel Long down below is trying to get loose.
Yeah, he'll try to fire out there, Mike.
3rd down, now what? Delay a game as the deep official throws the flag. It's a delay against Highlands. Anything else can go wrong?
Yeah. 6 penalties now, 50 yards, and Golden Rams are just burying themselves. Now it's West Trento, Mike.
Yeah, we're going that direction this time. 3rd and 22. It may be Creighton at this rate. Again, this Armstrong team has dispatched every opponent except for the #1 school in 4A, Aliquippa. So that'll tell you what they had coming in here. Timmons is back. He's going to throw it, and it's caught as he goes short. This is to Randolph. Randolph up over the 30 to the 31-yard line. He's going to be short of the first down, though. It's a 12-yard gain, but they get to the back stick, and it'll be 4th and 10.
Chandler Timmons now at 49 yards. Number 62 breaks the AK Valley passing record, but bigger fish to fry here. They're going to have to come up with a stop, Mike.
Ian Olson and Jackson Chrisman are the deep men. Landon Signorelli kicked it 61 yards the first time.
And they ran it 95 yards.
Yeah.
On the next run.
Well, they haven't stopped him yet. It doesn't matter where you give it to him. You might as well go for it. Here's the punt.
Another big one.
And this is Olson. Oh, he muffed it. He muffed it. And Chrisman back there for Armstrong to get it at the 27-yard line. It was a free ball when Olson muffed it. But Jackson Chrisman was Jackson on the spot for Frank Fabian.
Bender made the tackle, Mike, but he couldn't get up in time to recover the fumble.
That would have been a big one.
Yep.
So it'll be back at the 27-yard line.
And Armstrong going to go at it quick again, Mike. Let's see what our defense can do here. They got to rise up.
First and 10. Olsen going to run a draw, and he's got all kind of room. He's up over the 30, and he slides to the 36-yard line. He got 9.
Burford gets credit for the tackle, but you're right, Mike. He'd given himself up there. In high school, can you slide and are you down?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, the minute you hit the ground, you're down.
True that. I'm just making sure that.
And he was their leading rusher last year. Close to 900 yards on the ground. He's not running so much this year because he's just throwing it all over the place.
Look at this formation.
They're going to sneak here. Now they're going to give it to Isaiah Brown on the end around, and he's got all kind of room. He's got a first down up at the 48-yard line. Montrell Johnson knocked him off his feet.
Things we haven't seen on tape all year, Michael Armstrong is doing here tonight. And let's not forget, you talk about Caden Olsen, the arm he has. Smart kid too, Mike. He's going to Penn, Ivy League school on a football. I wouldn't call it scholarship. Ivy League doesn't give him, but he'll be playing football there.
Yes, he will. First and 10, Armstrong on their 48. 5:20 left first half. And Olsen is back. He has all day. And he fires, and it's caught, and it's breaking a tackles Kyan Klein. They finally get him down at the 22-yard line.
Burford come up and make the tackle, but not until Klein gets a first down. And they're moving the sticks, Mike. They want to go quick again.
31 more. And they give us to Patton, and a bust wide open.
Wide open.
Patton 15-10 and a touchdown saving tackle by Burford.
Burford and White, but not until Patton gets a big first down. Here they go again, Mike. Patton again.
Patton to the goal line, but short. And they get him down to the 1, I think.
Randolph and Bender on a stop, but don't look up because they're going to go again. Olsen goes himself. He's in.
And he does. Caden Olsen for an Armstrong touchdown, and the route is on. 4:27 left till halftime. It's 27-7, and the Rams don't have an answer.
Look familiar, Mike? Happened last year.
In reverse.
Yep.
Hunter Reed is on for the extra point. He's going to get a tired leg if he continues with all this.
Yeah, last week Burton Babinsack had 8 of them, Mike.
Ball is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. It is 28-7. Armstrong leads it at 4 minutes and 27 seconds left.
Mike had something nice happen before the game tonight. Somebody come in and said, "Your daughter's here to see you." And I'm like, "I have a daughter?"
Congratulations, Dean.
It actually wasn't, Mike. It was an old former student, Taylor Metzler. She was Taylor Schwartz when she came to Newport Business Institute. Got her associate's degree. Encouraged her to go on to pursue a bachelor's. Not only did she do that, Mike, she also has a master's working on a doctorate.
Neat.
Yes, she's married to Vince Metzler. Remember Vince?
I remember Vince. He played here for us, yeah.
She's teaching out in Missouri. She actually taught in Japan for a while, Mike.
Holy moly.
When Vince was stationed over there. But again, she's not only is she teaching at the high school level, she's also teaching at the college level too. And I sent her an old accounting book, Mike. She's teaching accounting like I did. And accounting is a language, not a math course. And basically it was from 1881. And page 1 says debit, left, credit, right. When I taught it in 2014, debit was left, credit was right. So she brings out that book and shows the kids it's not going to change. That made the local newspaper, Mike. I was so proud of my prodigy there, Taylor Metzler, and so happy she's carrying on. It's just a nice, and so weird. Back in the day, Mike, I was a pen pal with one of my former teachers. We would actually write something called a letter. You put it in an envelope.
Gonna sit right down and write myself a letter, exactly.
She was Mrs. Page. She was my music and drama teacher. Guess where she lived?
I don't know.
A place you visit many times.
I don't know.
Brayton, Florida.
Brayton, Florida. That's a good place.
34th Street. You know where that is too, don't you?
Well, there's east and west, so
Yes.
we'll have to get which side of the
She was on the east side.
of 41 we're on there.
Yep.
Well, you know where they can all go after the game, Dean? They can go to Philippi's Family Dining and Pizzeria.
That'd be a great.
Why don't they do
I'm
that?
going for sure.
It didn't take long for the name to become synonymous with great food and overwhelming community support. Philippi's offers burgers, wings, specialty sandwiches, wraps, and of course pizza. Not just any pizza, but the often imitated, never duplicated Birdville pie. It's made with their special super secret recipe and named in honor of the Birdville section of Harrison where Philippi's is located. The kitchen is open after the game, so stop by and say hi or call 724-226-3505 for takeout or to order a partially baked Birdville pie to take home. And remember, they serve a full breakfast every morning starting at 8 o'clock. That's Philippi's Family Dining and Pizzeria, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. And if you're there, say hi to the Metzlers and Mrs. Page.
Yes, and Taylor's going to be over there tonight. And again, it was just great to see her. And I know how Mrs. Page felt when you get to see your legacy in front of you when you're retired. Brought back a lot of great memories. Some people were meant to teach, Mike, and she's one of them.
Caden Olson was meant to play quarterback.
And he's one of them. He's a good one, too.
He has 257 yards passing tonight. It's the first half.
So he may move up into the top 10 for all we know, Mike.
Here's the kickoff by Reed. Comes down to Burford. Oh, we got a great block from White and another one. And Burford gets it out near the 40-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Brayton White leveled 2 guys that time. Well, he's still playing. Rex Harmon, this sophomore, number 22, knocked him out of bounds. It'll be first down at the 4:21 mark. The Rams just need to score every time they have the ball, but the problem is they have not been able to. Not only have they not been able to stop Armstrong, Dean. Armstrong's got the third down twice in this game. That's all, just twice.
Well, our third down percentage has been pretty good all year. We just can't get there, huh?
We haven't got there. 1 for 2, I think. First and 10. And here's what the Rams need to keep playing. Bender switches over to a tight end spot this time. And Timmons going to keep it. Timmons going to get hit by Brown and spun around. It sure looked like it grazed across there by Zablocki. You know, the thing about high school is you can call a 5, and I think that would have been a good place for it. But Timmons gets it out to the 46-yard line.
Pick up a 5, 8 carries now, 45 yards for Chandler.
Now here's the thing now. If this, if this doesn't improve, Rams have to go to Hampton next week, and they got to get it back quick to try to win that game and make sure they get a home game here.
Well, we know one thing. Hampton is going to need that game next week. So
it sure looks like it, yeah. This is Randolph. Randolph, they caught him by the camo jersey and brought him down, but he's close to the first down.
I think they're going to give that to him, Mike.
McQuaid's on the table in front of us now. Owen Kamer and Dozik Zablocki make the stop. It's a 5-yard gain and a Highlands first down.
And Mike, that's not Dr. Zabicki down there either. Just been a weird night. People haven't been in where they're supposed to be. We don't have a locker room. What else can happen, huh?
First down at the 49. Randolph is the sidecar. Clock winds to 3 minutes.
Blitz coming.
Randolph has it. Cuts it beautifully.
Oh,
it's brought down on a beautiful open field tackle at the 42-yard line by Owen Kamer, the big senior defensive end. That may have saved the touchdown.
He sure did. Pick up of 8.
Ball at the Armstrong 42.
2:35 to go here in the first half.
Rams being awful patient. And they need to make sure they have all 4 downs to get down there and score. Now Randolph having, but maybe with the tape job on his knee there. They go pistol. Timmons back. Timmons steps up. Going to throw deep down the middle. Got a man at the post, and it's caught. Down at the 8-yard line, it's Hewlett again. Well, that's been the favorite target for Chandler. They're going to mark it at the 7-yard line. 35 yards.
There you go, Mike. Now the leading passer in the AK Valley with 84 yards tonight.
How about that? Chandler Timmons passes them all.
Yep.
The all-time leading passer in AK Valley history.
Yep.
So it's 1st and goal for Highlands now at the 7-yard line. Can they get in? Timmons back, short pocket pass, fires, and it's incomplete. Different pages together with Braden White that time. Maybe they can get into the lock, get a touchdown, get into the locker room or somewhere, get into some room.
That's going to be the next question.
And try to regroup. Well, there used to be 2 places to go over at the Old Nick. That's what I didn't understand.
You're right.
Back when they played over there, the 2 teams had to. There was head down the tunnel there, whatever that was. 2nd and goal.
1:26 to go in the half. Highlands has 2 timeouts left.
White, the motion man. And a handoff is to Randolph. He cuts it, gets a block, and gets in there for a touchdown. Oh, what a job by Randolph. Put that foot in the ground, cut it up in there. And Aaron Randolph is in the end zone for the 8th rushing touchdown this year for him.
Maybe that's the spark the Golden Rams need, Mike.
A lot of points tonight. Hope you all had the over.
Yep.
1:19 left, which is plenty of time for Caden Olson.
Babinsack on.
Kick is good because he doesn't miss. He is 38 out of 40 now. And the Rams have scored to make it 28-14. And now let's see if we can keep them off the board for the rest of the half, although Armstrong will get the ball to start the second half.
Talk about B&J Sports is celebrating their 6th decade outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans in the AK Valley. When it comes to all your sporting good needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. Customized high school jackets, team uniforms, trophies and plaques, or any kind of sports equipment. You can't beat the service at B&J Sports. Ask for Bill Heasley there.
Bill says he resembles that friendly staff part.
He certainly does. Yeah. Located at 1605 Freeport Road. Bill's smiling face will greet you. They're open 9 to 5:30 weekdays, Saturdays 9 till noon. Or give Glenn a call at 724-226-2762. 6 decades says it all. B&J Sports.
And if you're really lucky, he'll answer the phone.
Mr. Sunshine, Glenn Mills.
Here's the kick, and Babinsack boots
Same
it.
spot.
And they're going to run a reverse. They did it last week. They do it again. This is Ian Olson to the near side of the field, and he turns the corner and up to the 42-yard. Now, they had to see it last week. I did. They ran it again.
Markey made the tackle.
That was the exact same play.
Yep, they did it last year too, Mike. They faked it against us last year.
Well, they ran it last week.
Yeah.
Against who did they play last week? Mars?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. They beat them up.
Pretty easy win last week. Yeah, 55. They're well on their way to 55 tonight. Now here they are with 1:10 left in the half.
I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas, do you?
Oh, no, because they could score 2 more times. First down at the 40. Olson is back. Here comes the blitz, and they finally got him. They finally got him. Daniel Long and Brennan Hayes.
Split that sack between those two guys.
All the way back at the 31-yard line.
And they looked like they were shot out of a cannon that time. And that's what they need to do, Mike. Get up in his face. Not too fast out of
No, again,
Not on this
as we
one.
said, they have the ball, so to coming out of the locker room. They will have a locker room. Patton
get him off his feet.
gets it up to the 36-yard line. Now the problem with Highlands is 2 timeouts left. You put yourself in an interesting position there, don't you?
13 seconds to
and
go,
12.
Mike. They're going to try to get one more off. No, I guess they just let it go. Yep.
I think they are. They do not have to run another play. And that's the end of the first half here at Golden Rams Stadium with the score. The Armstrong Riverhawks 28, the Highlands Golden Rams 14. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with stats and more right